And here we are for episode 5 of Retro Corner, Quest to Find the Worst Game Ever. And here we have two games actually. We've got Mach Rider and D-Force, but we'll start with Mach Rider. Never heard of it. So there we go. It was just one I plucked out of the list that I had of ROMs to play. So we'll try Fighting Course. There we go, start one, there we go. The year 2112, the Earth has been invaded by evil forces. Journey to neighbour sectors, destroying invaders, okay. You are Mach Rider. There we go. There we go. I'm going to actually press button to move. Oh, what blew me up then? Not quite sure what I ran into then. I guess it was a barrel. So far, it's just like sort of pole position or something. Oh, hitting water blows you up, no less. Wow. You'd have thought by 2112 they'd have worked out how to make a motorbike last a bit longer than going through a puddle. Oil. Running into him, I can understand. Not water. Oil, I can understand making me skid, but I'll try to keep out of the way of that barrel. Graphics aren't deadly bad, by the way. That's annoying. I was just about to say the graphics aren't bad and the music's fair to middling for a Nintendo game. It's verging on the annoying. Oh. I didn't really do very well then, did I? Oh, okay. Fucking hell. Right, well that was all of about 1 minute. Well, we'll try again. Press A, B to start, come on. La la la. I am Mach Rider. Let's try that one again. Right, there we go. Accelerator on. Trying to avoid the oil, obviously. Because even if water does me in, and I'm sure oil will as well. Oh, that is really crap game design, I'm afraid to say. You've got no chance of avoiding these people. You've got no idea they're coming behind you, unless you're supposed to be psychic. I mean, am I not going fast enough or something? I'm pressing accelerate. How am I supposed to get out of the bloody way? Or is that a mirror behind me? Oh, there we go. I'm supposed to. Ah, right. There's a mirror there. So this is it. This is their idea of endurance, is it? Go through. I have to say they're a bit bland looking, these tracks. I'm not sure what this green shit is in the middle. Well, I went through oil then. What? I mean, what blew me up then? I'm sure I went past the oil then. Seemingly got through it, and then blew up for no apparent reason. Oh, I ran out of time it seems. Right, it was 4 kilometres to go that time. So I've got to last 4 kilometres, am I? Right, let's try again. Yeah. Right, so I've got to keep an eye on my mirror, got to avoid the water. That's actually pretty difficult, this. Oil doesn't seem to make much difference. The barrels, I'm guessing, are... You see, that guy was on one side of me then, and I went to the other side, trying to get to the other side, and he got me. I tell you what, I will say, if I'd paid $25–30 for this when it came out, back in 1985, I'd have been pretty cheesed off, and I think I'd have been taking it back to Blockbuster or wherever I bought it from for a refund, to tell you the truth. I'm supposed to be able to shoot people, but you know, I don't actually seem to catch up with any. I mean, I tell you what, they zoom up behind me alright. So I think the point is just I've got to try and get out of their way, I suppose, rather than actually shoot them. But we will persevere, avoiding the glow-in-the-dark nuclear stuff. Doesn't matter where I am, I swear. I think I've managed to dodge one car so far. So oil evidently is okay. It's just bullshit, that, I tell you. That's the stupidest thing I've ever done. In fact, I'm not going to do that anymore. That's just so annoying. I'm going to play something else. Right, so we move on to D-Force by Asmik Corporation of America. This one was on a list of games listed as frequently listed as one of the 10 worst SNES games of all times. So I didn't have high hopes when I started it. I think the music was the most annoying thing, and those like scaling graphics weren't very inspiring, but I actually didn't find the gameplay that terrible. The gameplay, bear in mind, the music was getting on my tits after about 5 minutes. because this isn't the only bit. I did actually try a bit longer than this to get further than I got in this. I didn't do very well, I want to be honest. That scaling thing is appalling. And the biggest crime in this game, graphically, apart from the C effect, which was really irritating after a while, it was like looking at a striped shirt on a telly, was the fact that it slowed down when there was nothing on the screen, which I thought was quite poor. But anyway, I didn't think the gameplay was desperately bad. I mean, it's just a vertically scrolling shooter. How hard can that be? I was a bit confused if they were clouds or something else at the time, but the gameplay isn't bad. What I would say, the difficulty is outrageous. There's occasions where there's this ship here that spits 3 circles out its back, its arse. There's like 2 or 3 of them on the screen at the same time, and there literally doesn't appear to be anywhere to hide. So unless you're a champion shooter, which I'm not, I picked that. I mean, that 3-way shooting thing I picked up by accident, and then that thing just. That's a really cheap trick that I've just been doing on that other one, Mach Rider. You know, something coming up behind you. You got no. I mean, this one's even worse because at least on that Mach Rider there was a mirror. You had a minimal chance of getting away with it. On this one, you've basically got to memorise where they come from because there's no warning that they're going to come. So there's a few cheap tricks in it. This bit, so it's getting very busy now. I think you've got to be, you know, a legendarily good shooter player rather to get past this sort of stuff. Now, the homing missiles, fair enough, but I'm just not that good. This, I wondered what was going on here at first. I didn't realise this was it. You know, you blow up when you die normally, but when you run out of lives, you do this. They get into that mode. Is it mode 7 or mode 8 thing they had on the Super Nintendo where it could rotate backgrounds very easily? Anyway, they have a very poor implementation of that, and away you go. So I think I decided to do one more go. I actually did worse this time, if you can believe it. The first time I didn't do too bad. I mean, that rotor effect, it's just quite nasty, to be honest. So does it qualify as the worst game ever anyway? It's slightly less annoying than Mach Rider. I mean, it's a Super Nintendo game, so it does look that little bit better. The effect for the C really is quite irritating. The gameplay, I mean, you know, the collision detection and stuff is good in as much as, you know, what you shoot at and what you seemingly hit does get blown up. There's no disputing that. It just gets rather difficult. More than the game cheating, it just makes it very difficult. I don't like the cheap trick of the ships coming from the bottom of the screen, you know, blowing you up straight away. I think that's a bit unfair, but you know, what can you do? You've basically got to sit and memorise the attack patterns for the whole bloody game, it seems. They didn't appear to that. Those are the 3 ships. Those 3 things firing at the same time. You've got nowhere to hide it, and that I think is a bit cheap as well. Sound-wise, it was definitely on the more irritating side. The pickup thing, the power-ups and stuff are quite good. You know, the 3-way shooters, nothing special or new particularly, but the homing missiles were quite a nice little bonus when I did finally manage to get some. Quite what that I picked something up then. I don't know what it did. I was quite unsure about that, but does this count as the worst game ever? No, but it's close. Mach Rider was worse overall, I think, guys. So I will persist in my pursuit. That wasn't the worst game. That Mach Rider definitely came close though. But thanks for watching this week, guys. You take it easy and have a good weekend. I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.